What is that supposed to mean? I worked extremely hard to promote our latest featured work, and now a rival book comes out of nowhere and steals our thunder. If this isn't the very definition of intolerable, I don't know what is. I have to come up with a counterplan. And
Huh? How is this our—
Paimon, please. Who wrote this book and why? Don't we think there might be a bigger safety risk? Oh, am I to take it that the safety of the people of Inazuma isn't so important in your—
Wait, what just happened?
Nothing's wrong, okay? Come, I'm going to head back and make some preparations. Meet me.
Ad Astra. Thank you for complete.
Characters.
Alright, Miko, we're here. So what's your plan of action to deal with—
Why don't you take— I'll give you a hint. It's— Oh, wow. You're wrong.
Yeah! Wait!
A first-hand guide to summoning spirits is the hottest light novel right now. If we did as you suggested, we would effectively be advertising to everyone that the incantations are real. In bending over backwards trying to warn everyone about the dangers, all we would accomplish is to create more curious readers ready to try them out. Also, sales for the book would only increase further.
Okay, yeah, that would be pretty catastrophic.
Leaving aside the issue of the enormous manpower and resources such an operation would require, going to such lengths over a light novel would be extremely disruptive to the lives of Inazuma.
But that means there's—
Well, I've read a first-hand guide to summoning spirits. It has many other good qualities besides the incantation. The book contains many ancient kaiden, or tales of the supernatural, and is written in a very engaging way. That is why the book has become so popular. I think we're going to have a difficult time trying to rein in its popularity while it's the only work in its league on the market. That's right. How do you get rid of the next big thing? You replace it with the next big thing. So what we're going to do is create Inazuma's newest hit novel, smash our rivals' sales numbers, and win our readers back. That, incidentally, this will also be the best way to combat the influence of a first-hand—
Wait, Miko, so you want us to write—
Well, becoming an accomplished novelist certainly isn't an overnight process. But let's not forget that I am the chief editor of the Yae publishing house. I did say this is what we're going to do. I trust that the word teamwork is in your vocabulary. Anyway, there is a writer submission event going on at the moment. Start by talking to readers and finding out what they're into. When you have an idea of— I'll be at Uyu Restaurant.
The Yae publishing house has held many writers. The winner gets a huge amount of publicity.
I've been
been reading light novels for a long time now. These days, though, everyone seems to be imitating each other. The only recent book, not only is it a good story, but
the key to a successful light novel is when to use illustrations, what they should contain, and which artist you should commission for them. These are all key Good illustrations can make up for bad writing. But on the flip side, a bad illustration can ruin your novel, even if you have the best story in the world. There's a saying that light novels are essentially a case of buy art, get words free. I'd agree with that. Too bad most of the top artists have jam-packed schedules, so it's extremely difficult to commission them. The illustrations in A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits are incredible, but it's unlike any art style I've ever...
I'll be honest. I read light novel. In most traditional stories, by contrast, the protagonist is a kid.
There's much more to light novels than Paimon realized. Let's go tell our findings to Yae Miko.
Ah, there you are. Let me introduce the team. You've already met Junkichi and Shigeru. Shigeru is an experienced editor, and Junkichi is the author he's partnered with. Junkichi's working through a creative lull at the moment, but all his past works have been very popular with young people. Satomi is Yae Publishing House's ace in the hole. Her specialty is that she can write all kinds of completely different stories and all under different pen names. As for what those names are, well, they will be teaming up with us to collectively create the novel that knocks A First-Hand Guide to Summoning. Now then, tell me what you found out all very true. An original core concept, a fast pace, quality illustrations, and lots of action. This is the formula that will guarantee good sales number. More importantly than that, even though it's a work of fiction, we have to deliver a sense of realism.
Paimon followed pretty much all of that, but there's still one... For example, we know we need an original core content.
Before you can answer that question, take A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits, for example. When I read it, all I find is common knowledge to the kitsune. But to the general public, it's bursting with new and interesting ideas. It all comes down to the size of the information gap between author and reader. As a traveler, there must be a great many things you know that are complete unknowns to the people of Inazuma. What is commonplace to you may be fresh and original to them.
Oh, right! So maybe we can take inspiration from our time in Mondstadt and Lilith. But that would make it a completely different genre than A First-Hand...
Not at all. You don't have to worry so much about how to compete with that book. All you have to do is provide some interesting ideas. As long as the core content is interesting, my expert team here will be able to flesh out the details.
Alright, let's start with Chapter 1 then. What are you thinking? Sounds like a great one! Let's see here. The protagonist arrives in Mondstadt for the first time to the sight of a dragon flap. With the help of some trusty companions, the protagonist successfully defeats the dragon. But then, the dragon suddenly turns into a beautiful young woman. Human, let us work together to build a better future. The love story between human and dragon begins today? Well, that was an unexpected development. What happened to the grand adventure? What? But that's...
Out of a maximum of 10 points, I'd give that a 9. The story certainly goes in an unorthodox direction, and the Dragon Girl sounds destined to be a hit character. Approved.
What the heck?
Good job, little one. You're not only drawing on your own experiences, but it seems you're filtering them through the lens of the kinds of light novels you've read in the past. I think you really understand what we're trying to do here. Thoughts from the experts? Are we able to work with this general framework to make...
Yeah, we think it works. I tend to overcomplicate the core concept if I'm not careful, so this deal...
That's good. Okay, we're done with Chapter 1. Let's move on to Chapter 2. Readers will devour your content a lot more quickly than you'd think. If we don't keep delivering the goods... Hurry, Chapter 2, let's go.
What's wrong with you? You don't look so good.
What a pity. I thought your beginner's luck would carry you a little further before it came to this. But alas, the time has...
Before it came to what? What?
The bane of our existence. Writer's block. It's your arch-nemesis for life, appearing without warning and inflicting a pain worse than death upon the writer. They sell their souls just to get their muse back.
Sounds awful!
When this happens, the best thing you can do is have a bite to eat and take a... boss, get me a plate of fried tofu, and get some kushikatsu for these two. Just the basic kind will do. Don't worry, this is my treat.
Your treat? Oh, wait a minute. Miko, we'll be getting paid for all the hard work we're doing, right?
Of course, everyone that takes part in the create...
Alright, cool. Then let's press on, shall we? Don't... Ooh! Does this mean your inspirations come back? The protagonist awakes to find themselves turned into a geovicious hatchling, surrounded by countless adventurers. But then, the protagonist suddenly discovers that they have a special ability. Keep rolling to keep evolving! So the protagonist rolled and rolled and rolled, hoping to evolve into the strongest geo creature ever. So, the protagonist is no longer a human, huh? Good luck retconning that after chapter...
I give it a 9.5. Monster evolution is an increasingly common theme these days. What started out as a rather niche genre has gradually worked its way into the mainstream. And I wouldn't worry about the continuity issue. All we have to do is explain at the beginning of the work that the protagonist can travel between different worlds. Or just explain it away as a dream.
Ugh, no integrity whatsoever!
The most important thing is that it's fun. In light novels, as in life, having fun is the most
You do
Great. Well, now Sato...
Leave it to me, Lady Yae.
Let's write about Inazuma in the 3rd chapter, shall we? I can help with this one. We can use the Vision Hunt Decree or your experience in the Resistance. Any ideas?
When the Vision Hunt Decree comes out of nowhere, the protagonist joins the Resistance, starting out as an ordinary rank-and-file soldier. Find out how the protagonist goes on to make great contributions to the war effort, become best friends with the Resistance General, and get to know the Gujji of the Grand Narukami Shrine, working together with everyone to finally secure a grand victory for the Resistance. It's surprisingly normal.
I think it's rather good. A lot of people still like the classic hero's journey. From ordinary soldier to great leader, a fresh take on a timeless classic. One thing, though. We'll need to rewrite the part about me giving you the Omamori. Let's change it to... The mysterious Lady Kitsune teaches the protagonist a spell that can make their wishes come true. The protagonist uses this spell to defeat the Raiden Shogun in battle.
Whoa. So we're really going head-to-head with our rival on this one, huh?
I suppose so. Once they're done writing the manuscript, I'll write the passage where the protagonist recites...
Are we done then? Do you really think this will be able to...
The content is fine. I will contact an artist to make. She runs a regular Q&A column in That's Life magazine. You're free to take a break while the creative team is doing.
Miss Hina doesn't usually do endorsements, but since it's Lady Gujji that's asking, with Miss Hina getting so popular lately, a lot of people. But Miss Hina's not interested in any of it. She still prefers to focus all her efforts on replying to readers' letters. And maybe that's why her fans like her so much. May your light novel sell.
We'll do our best.
The Shogun must have her reasons.
Are you sure you'd like to submit this entry? Let me see. The Miraculous Adventures of the Traveler.
What a strange pen name. Definitely your doing. Having been around you so much recently, Paimon's slowly starting to understand your unique tastes.
What do you mean, strange? It took a lot of work by a lot of different people to get this thing finished. Don't you think it's a very descriptive pen name?
We'll get this printed as a matter of priority and conduct trial sales in pilot locations throughout Inazuma. I'll announce the sales numbers in 3 days.
Uh-oh. Paimon's getting a little nervous now. Do you really think this...
That's right. Be confident in your work. That's exactly how a...
Okay, then I'll sign you up. Please come back in 3 days for the results. Thank you all for your submission. You've all good news, everyone. I just received word that your light novel is flying off the shelves. Multiple sales locations are asking when we'll be printing more This level of success is an amazing accomplishment for a new work. I have free copies for each of you here. Please take them. The payment...
Oh, yeah! The whole reason why we made this light novel was to combat the... We sold a lot of copies, but it doesn't feel like we accomplished our goal.
Shh. Listen to what the people around us are talking about.
Hey guys, have you heard about this latest Kaidan thing doing the rounds? You just need to recite the incantation from A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits at Midnight. Oh, that? That's a throwback. That's old news, man. No one's talking about that anymore. The Secret Spells of Lady Kitsune is the new hit thing. I've already memorized all the incantations. The Secret Spells of Lady Kitsune?
You haven't read it yet? Okay, So supposedly, if you recite the spell in there on a moonless night, you'll receive protection of the kitsune and all the other powerful yokai. They can make any of your wishes come true. I heard that the incantations in a first-hand guide to summoning spirits have weird side effects. This one guy wished for a load of mora and got it, but then one night it all turned to leaves and he developed a high fever. They actually had to use one of the secret spells of Lady Kitsune to get rid of the discomfort. That proves that the incantations in this book are more potent than the ones everyone was trying before. Pretty much everyone I know.
Really? Well, I better go and prepare too.
Well, feeling less worried now?
Wow, you're right! Everyone's shifting focus, but what's this moonless night that the... Paimon doesn't remember that detail from the brainstorming session.
This is something that will become very important to us further down the line. All right.
Eh?
Of course. Behind every book that hits the market lies an author, right?
Oh yeah, if we leave him to his own devices, he might just write another guide to summoning spirits. Also, we still need to figure out what his motive for writing it was.
Exactly. That's what we need to take care of next. Fortunately, I've already managed to identify the author. He's a failed light novelist named Tomoyuki. But when we went to ask him about it, he had no recollection whatsoever of having written the book. Yes, this is another case of possession. Only this time, whoever possessed him actively sought him out. After his novel submission failed, he was walking aimlessly in Araumi. In frustration, he shouted out, "Please, someone, anyone!"
But the spirit that wrote the book has already left him now, right?
Simple. It wrote a summoning incantation in the book, didn't it? So we can just use its own method to make it manifest itself. And you, my little friend, are the perfect candidate for this role. Oh, what are you talking about?
Miko, what is this place?
The ideal spot for a little meet and greet with a certain elusive author. This is the place...
Really? But if...
What are you so afraid of, honestly? We're finally about to meet the true...
Paimon's heart is pounding. Hey! Ooh, Paimon. weird painting. Miko, do you know what it's supposed to show?
Probably.
It's a good piece of artwork. Looks like the artist signed their name. Urakusai?
Let's go inside and take a look.
Let's get down to business.
Show them. Ha! Emerge!
My blade!
Transfixed!
Stay cool. Face your gift. There's more! Finally, I'm ready!
Come on out. Show them. Come on out. Show them.
Wow, this place is huge! Hey, is that a mirror? There's a really weird-looking stool as well. Wonder what it's for.
Ah, I see. Huh. This setup is quite handy. Saves me a lot of work. All right, go and take a look around. There should be a mechanism somewhere that makes the whole room move. Come on out. Show them. Nothing lasts forever. Come on out. Everlasting as the moon.
This isn't over. One strike was the fight. I'm ready. Not bad. Gotta say tricky.
Right now. Right here. Show them. Come on out.
a lucky day.
Wait now.
Overruled. Time to testify.
Fair night. Let me try.
Come on out. Emerge.
I'm ready.
Right here. Emerge. A sight to behold. Show them. What a nuisance. Right now. Emerge. Right now. Come on out. Emerge. Right here. Right now. Show them. Come on out.
Whoa. It's that painting we just saw. It's turning this way along with the whole wall. It's getting eerier and scarier. What is this place?
Okay. Next, I will show you a secret kitsune spell. This painting is a swift summoning medium, which means I'll be able to skip many of the more tedious steps. The murky mirror reflects the view of Inazuma in a bygone age. Spirits stirred by the sight of the past will be easily drawn to it. You're up next, little one. Come on, sit yourself down here. Yes. The whole point of a summoning ritual is for a dead person's spirit to possess. You saw what happened to that.
Are we positive that summoning a spirit to possess the traveler isn't gonna have any
Oh, you really care about the little one quite a lot, don't you? I'm a little jealous. I wish my friends were caring like that. Anyway, sit on the chair, stare at the painting, and relax your body and mind. Try and be natural. There's really no need to be nervous.
It's like he's sitting inside the painting. Huh? Is Paimon seeing things? Did the painting just move?
Recite the incantation in your heart, little one. Also, you'll need to have some intense thoughts going through your head. Now, what kind of wish do we think it would take to summon forth the author of?
Probably some...
Very good. The wish needs to be heartfelt, though, so let me help add a little realism to the equation. The book is selling exceptionally well, Traveler, but we're going to need an outline for Chapter 4 as soon as humanly possible. When is the earliest that you can turn it in by?
The painting is moving again!
I never thought the day would come when I'd be summoned using my own ritual. Getting a taste of my own medicine. What have we here? Another budding writer? What's come over you all? Why is everyone wishing for help with their writing? Are novels so popular in this day and age?
We got you! So you were the one who wrote a first-hand guide. What are you trying to do, Why'd you put that summoning incantation in the book, huh? What's your game here?
Huh? What's this? Oh, I see. No wonder this felt so familiar. I've walked right into your trap, haven't I? You ask me what my game is here? Well, of course. It was to use this incantation as a means for all the souls of the departed yokai to make—
What? Paimon knew it! You had an evil plan all along!
Oh, did you now? Then how naive of you to let me possess this body so easily. I sense, yes, great power within him. Good. Good! With this power, no one shall be able to stand in my way!
Wake up! Quick! Wake up! We gotta stop him!
It is futile. You shall never wake him again. This body now belongs to me!
Hey! Come on, wake up! Don't... Miko, think of... You're laughing?
Oh, Urakusai, you haven't changed a bit. You caught on so quickly. Too perfect.
Well, you made the face enough times that I couldn't exactly miss the hint. This is what you were going for, yes? Never one to stand on the sidelines of a good spectacle, are you? Always got to dive in and fan the flames, huh? You mischievous little kitsune, you. Look what you've done to this little flying one here. Oh, poor thing scared witless.
You were having plenty of fun playing the bad guy a moment ago. Now you're trying to blame it all on me?
Urakusai?
Yes, we...
Allow me to formally introduce the author of A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. No, wait. To be more accurate, it's Urakusai's memory.
Memory?
Ah, spirits, memories. They're just different words to describe the same thing. Something that comes from the ley line.
Do you remember that recent incident when the Rift Hounds were gnawing at the sick? You witnessed human memories leaking from the ley lines, didn't you? Well, since there are human memories, of course there are going to be yokai memories too. In life, yokai possess supernatural powers, and even when they are a shadow of their former selves from a bygone era, they still have the ability to control whether they are visible or not. Typically, yokai memories survive longer in the world than those of humans.
Indeed, indeed. I was wandering around the sacred Sakura's roots when I suddenly heard someone yelling, "Please, someone, anyone, help me write a truly amazing novel." It piqued my curiosity, so I popped inside his body and wrote a novel for him.
So that's how it happened. But why did you include a summoning incantation in the novel?
Oh, little one. Not to toot my own horn here, but when I was alive, I wasn't just another kitsune, no. I was a mighty and powerful Daiuko. The memories of other yokai can't possess human bodies at will like I can. But with this incantation, they can go one last little joyride in the world for a couple of days. Anything they're still itching to do, they can go and get it done.
But...
She's trying to say that all the commotion this causes is likely to be a great disturbance to the humans.
Disturbance? I guess you mean that we might leave them with some broken dreams after we leave, hmm? Oh, yes. And they might have a fever. But you know, I actually think that the most admirable thing about human beings is the way that they go out and shape their fate with their own two hands. Given as for those who would rather draw on external... So when you think about it, we're actually doing the humans a...
Yes.
All right, then. You finally convinced...
What are you scared of?
Not only that...
Of course. You were always the one to pick a quarrel with me when we all... All right. You...
I
I...
Urakusai...
Not everyone's quite content in many ways.
When my bell rings, it means...
Miko, it's been nice catching up, but I'd better conserve my energy if I want to stick it out until then. So, I'll be on my way now.
All right. Goodbye then, Urakusai.
One last thing, Miko. I just want to know, have you been well all these years?
I've been great, of course. Every day is a happy one, especially these days. Not only do I have my light novels, but I've also met these two delightfully nosy outlanders. And even A is finally starting to come to her senses. Quite a miracle, given how pig-headed she can be.
Oh, well, great. That's fantastic.
Urakusai, you'd be right at home in this era. A great storyteller and artist like yourself would be the Yae Publishing House's ace in the hole. And I would personally be hounding you over your next installment.
He disappeared. Are you awake? How are you feeling?
Are you all there? Here, like last time, repeat after me. Oh, you beat me to it. So, your first possession, hmm? What was it like? Good. Hearing Urakusai admit defeat has put me in the most wonderful mood. In return, it's only fair that we make sure to deliver on what they're all hoping for. Yes, though they only represent a tiny proportion. Since you've come this far, why don't you do one last thing for me, hmm?
You cannot be serious. You guys...
Aw, come on.
Pyron's paycheck? Well, there's no...
Well, hello there, my little helpers. So nice of you to join me.
As if we had a choice. We just want our paychecks. So, Miko, what exactly do we have to do to make this Hyakuyaku happen? Also, to be clear, we actually have no idea what it even...
It might sound ominous, but back in the day at yokai gatherings, once everyone had had plenty to drink, one by one they'd start soaring into the sky with their yokai powers. There were so many of them that their silhouettes would block out the moon. But now, the yokai memories that leak from the ley lines are weak. So I will be performing a convocation ritual for them. When the time comes, they will gather in the sky above the... All the preparations for the ritual have actually been made well in advance.
Oh, yeah! Something about...
That's the one. When that time comes, let's all pitch in and help send them on their way. I will start the ritual preparations shortly. First, tell the Shrine Maidens to... During the Hyakuyaku, a whole swarm of yokai memories will be hanging around in the air above the Grand Narukami Shrine. Having the Shrine Maidens leave, after that, I will commence the ritual. The memories are normally dispersed. They may see this as an opportunity...
All right, got it.
Well, if at that point you felt like coming to the shrine...
Okay, let's get...
See that he stays safe. What? Another bad one? Let me try again. Talk to the Electro Archon whenever you are troubled.
Descend the mountain?
Yep, Miko said
I see. I'll evacuate everyone right away.
we'll be taking care of a couple other things for her. And once we're done with that, we're gonna come back and do the ritual together.
It seems like Lady Guji's never allowed anyone else to be in her presence. Thank you for helping with the ritual.
Don't worry, Miko's about to start the ritual. Come on, let's go deal with the monsters down the mountain. The insolent shall be punished. These monsters look really riled up. Yep, let's get rid. All right, here they come. Witness the power of the wild.
Where evil lurks, shoot on sight. Time to testify. This is where you fall. Transfixed.
This could get a little chilly.
Let's get down. My blade!
No, my sword!
How's this? Loaded. To the fairy.
There's so many of them! Come on, you can do it!
Hunt them down.
Don't hold back!
Into the shadows.
Show me what you can do!
To the fairy. Everlasting as the moon. Laid bare.
Alright, that's the last of the monsters. How far along do you think the ritual is? Let's head back to the Grand Narukami Shrine and take a look.
Yes, the memories of the yokai. They haven't been able to relax and soar through the air like this for a long time. Come with me. You all right, little one? You look a little nervous.
It's just, Hyman's never seen anything like this before. Whoa, they've really blocked out the moon!
It does look a little intimidating, doesn't it? But I know them. They may be loud and brash at times, but they are good and brave souls. Even after losing their lives in a brutal war, they have never given in to grief or despair. Alas, their time is short.
Do they really have to go?
It's a feast, and all feasts come to an end. Since you're sorry to see them leave, why don't you do the recital along with me? O Hakushin, cause of this enchantment, in reverence I perform this rite.
In reverence, I perform this rite.
To be a guiding light.
Wow, so beautiful! Look! Lights are coming from Inazuma City!
The book says, recite the secret spells of Lady Kitsune tonight, and our wishes will come true.
O Hakushin, cause of this enchantment.
I perform this rite to be a guiding light. Your unrivaled power will be honored eternally.
Urakusai, you asked if I was doing well. Really, every day is a happy day for me. But watching you all leave now, I can't help but feel a little lonely. Just a little, of course. Just as I thought. The ritual went very smoothly. Thank you both. Oh,
But the look on your face...
I'm fine, seriously. No,
Miko...
fine. Well, if you're dead set on doing something...
Sure, no problem.
Okay. Well...
Staring in my eyes.
Today is the day we agreed to treat Miko to a meal. The venue is Uyu Rest...
Weight is unbearable.
It was quite a surprise when the moon...
Yeah, that huge black cloud over Mount Yogo that night.
But then nothing happened after I made a wish using the method in that book.
Yeah. I guess light novels are just fiction after all, huh?
That night was definitely the nail in the coffin for the incantations from novels fad. Still, something tells me the miraculous adventures of the Traveler will remain an interesting series for a
Huh? Paimon can't see me because she's not out here.
Ah, my little friends. There you are.
Miko, what is this?
I did, yes. You're paying after all. The thought of being able to eat the most expensive dishes and drink the finest sake, all for absolutely free? Ah, boss, see these two faces here? Remember them. They're the ones picking up the bill later.
Alrighty.
What's gotten into you? Come on, you have to try this fish. It's found exclusively in the waters around. Or maybe you'd rather try this? If you don't drink alcohol, that's fine too. There are all kinds of fruit juices covering the whole price spectrum.
Last time we were here working on the novel, all you ordered for us was the plainest kushi.
Strange. I remember no such thing. Oh, so what? You did offer to treat me to a meal, didn't you? Anyway, I am something of a VIP, you know. Wouldn't you find it embarrassing to treat me anything short of lavishly?
Miko, this meal is going to be super expensive! Aren't you afraid we won't be able to afford it?
Oh, don't you worry about that. You can most definitely afford it. They're still printing your light novel by the batch, you know. You have quite the generous payment due.
What? Darn it! She tricked us into this! Miko was after our Mora from the very beginning!
Oh, by the way, since nobody's wishes came true on the moonless night, so you'll have to come up with something new for the deadline is looming.